Hi guys, this is the Watermelon Peperomia. It's a beautiful plant. It's an excellent low maintenance house plant. You don't have to water it very much. It's an all around great plant. But you know what's great about having this plant is that you can make more plants from it very, very easily. So let me show you two different ways that you can propagate this beautiful plant to expand your collection. So let me go ahead and show you right now. All right, so the first way is by divisions. Now this plant will actually form multiple crowns inside of the pot, which you can easily just dig up and kind of break apart, okay, which I've already done with these two right here. And yeah, that was look a little bit sad once they've been divided, but you can tell by the new growth coming out that the new growth and new leaves like this one here will be very nice. And the older leaves that were part of the original plant eventually will look kind of shabby. You can just cut those off eventually. So propagating by division is very, very, very simple. However, it does take a long time. And you know, it may take several months before you get something big enough to even divide. So it can be a very slow process, but you do get a bigger plant basically right away. Now let me show you the easiest way to propagate the Watermelon Peperomia right here, which also works with many other varieties of peperomia, which I can show you in another video that's coming up very soon about the variegated false rubber tree peperomia. Anyways, so what you want to do is just going to get a nice pre-moistened, not soaking wet, just a little bit damp potting soil. And these actually broke off in moving the plant around, which is actually kind of common. But what you want to do is you'll come in here to a nice healthy leaf being the most important thing. Now this one here, I'm just going to go ahead and sacrifice this one. Now what you want to do is cut about right here, okay, right about there. Just going to cut it off. Now you can use rooting hormone, but I found that it really doesn't make a bit of difference. You guys want to root themselves. And then you're just going to stick this into the soil like this, nice and flush to the soil. Now these already kind of broke off, so I'm going to go ahead and propagate these as well. Just kind of push them into their flush with the soil. Now this one broke off, okay, when I was doing moving some plants around, which is actually going to happen, so don't freak out. So if it does happen, think of it as a blessing. You get to actually propagate more plants from, you know, the natural part of a leaf breaking off. So like again, just come in here like this. You don't want to use the entire stem, which has basically it'll just rot, okay, and it won't root. So again, about this much, and that's just going to go into the soil. Make sure you don't overlap the leaves. That's very important. And this one, I'm going to give it a shot. This is kind of an old leaf. It kind of broke off. It may propagate. Let's find out. And you're just going to stick it in the soil just like that. Now, it will take a little while, possibly a month, maybe longer, honestly. But look at this. So this is what I've done. Just these 4 leaves, I've done the exact same way I just demonstrated. And look, it'll actually start putting off all this new growth. Now, that is easy, right? So this one is actually taken off really well. So I like that one a lot. But anyways, that's how you do it. So you just let it kind of grow and let it go. You don't need to transplant these right away. They can stay in this little container for a long time, okay? They're very easy. The roots are not very extensive, so it's not going to get really too much of a tangled mess. And once they get big enough, if the plants are healthy and these older leaves kind of start dying off, you can just cut them off and the new plant will grow and just, you know, you have something like this in no time at all. So hopefully that was helpful. Really simple, easy way to propagate your Watermelon Peperomia. Give it a shot. Hope you like it. And I'll see you next time here at the hillside. Thanks guys for watching, guys. Bye-bye.